who want me to speak now, just raise your hand so that Alright, great. Okay, before I start, I would like to invite some of my friends who invited me here. So without them, I think I wouldn't be here. So let me invite Anand and the team. So Anand, Anil, and where are the other people here? Yeah, Abdul, Devidas, Erukondan Jimsam. And I would like to invite one of my favorite students, Santosh, onto the dais, because I'll feel confident to speak when they are all around me. So, see, this is all actually unplanned. I wasn't aware that I would be addressing you today. So just yesterday or day before yesterday, I think these people invited me, and so I didn't actually prepare about what to speak. So even I'm not very sure what to speak now. I hope most of you know me, right? So yeah, for those who don't know me, let me introduce myself. So my name is Ravindra Babu Raula, and I'm a teacher by profession, and I think you all know it. Okay. So, see, most of you have already completed your masters or you are pursuing your PhDs. So I need not motivate you about the importance of masters or about GATE anymore. That is what I feel. Right? So rather than doing that, I would like to share my life story with you. So I have never discussed about this anywhere, and I think there will be a lot of things that you will be able to learn from my mistakes. So today I would like to speak about what are all the mistakes I made in my life, so that you will be able to avoid them as you are just about to start your career. Right? So I'll start my life journey. So I did my masters from IISc Bangalore. So when I was in 2008, so from 2008 to 2010. So am I audible? Yes. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. So from 2008 to 2010, I did my masters from IISc Bangalore, and then I got placed in few companies like Qualcomm and Cisco in campus interviews. But then my passion was to teach. So somehow I believed that it is in me. So I always wanted to teach, and that was kind of passion for me. So it was not a job to me. So I wanted to teach. Then what I did was I tried to approach some of the engineering colleges to become an assistant professor. But the problem there was, what is the problem you think? Obviously, the salary was 32,000. It was the salary that was offered back then, 32, 35, and maximum was 40,000 that you could get. But if I would have taken the other job, like in software, I would have made easily 4 or 5 times compared to that, right? So then, and one more other problem that I had with teaching in an engineering college was the number of people that I could teach was limited to just one class. Like if you say, if I'm teaching to 60 students in a class, and most of them are not motivated to learn there, and it will actually be not helpful for me. Even it will not be encouraging to teach a crowd when they are not that much interested in the subjects. So that is why I thought of starting an institute of my own. So I left the job that I got in the campus, and then I went back to my hometown, which was in Guntur. So I am from Guntur. So I went back to Guntur, and then I started an institute there. But again, the problem was everyone in my life, including my dad, my mom, everyone, all my family members were very, very against this decision to leave the software job and start teaching. or start this coaching center in Guntur. Because one thing is, we were from a lower middle class family, and my dad was not doing well then, because during that time it was a kind of recession in India, and my dad was doing a small business, and his business was not running well, and literally everyone were dependent on me. So I had to earn, and I had to support, and I had to start my life there, right? And at that time I had taken this decision to start teaching, right? And the only thing I had was 5,000 rupees in my hand, and I had no friends or no family members to give me any financial support. And also I was not in a position to ask financial support from anyone, because after doing masters from IISc, if I still go to my relatives and if I still ask them money to finance me, then that is really not a right thing to do. Because till then my dad was bragging to everyone that my son is doing masters in IISc and he is going to earn so much, and we are all settled and all this, and if I go to my relatives and I can ask them for money, you can understand it, right? So that was not the right thing to do. Then what I did was, I had just 5,000 rupees, and then my dad was having lot of loans, and he's in lot of debts, so I had to even repay that. So with this 5,000 rupees, I had to start my journey. Then I went out to search for a place where I could start my institute. And the owner of that place was a doctor, and he was educated, and when he had spoken to me, somehow he was able to get convinced that I could pay the rent. And the rent for that place was 50,000 rupees, and the advance was 1.5 lakh rupees. I had to pay an advance of 1.5 lakhs, but I had only 5,000 rupees, and every month I had to pay 50,000 rupees only to rent the place. It is not, forget about the cost that is going to happen just to decorate the place. Decoration in the sense, the lights and boards and fans, even I had calculated all this, and also I had to arrange these chairs. That is also a big challenge. I didn't have any of this. Then I went from college to college in Guntur, starting from RVR, Vignan, and Guntur Engineering College, and then KLU. So all these colleges around Guntur, I went to all of these colleges, and I met with the HOD and directors and everyone to give me a seminar. I asked them to give me a seminar so that I could motivate students and tell them that I will teach GATE, and to ask them, to convince them to come to my institute. But the problem was, most of the colleges, they won't allow these kind of promotional activities to happen in their college. They are not wrong, actually. The reason is, you see, every day I think they will be getting people like me who will be requesting seminars for promotional activities. So no one were actually willing to give me the place to just give me a seminar. Then I actually was spending, my concern was, I was running out of even that 5,000 rupees, which was only the money available for me to travel from place to place. Even if I run out of this 5,000 rupees, again I need to ask someone else, right? And then luckily the next day I somehow coming to that land part, that this place part, I told the doctor that I will be giving him the advance of 1.5 lakhs in 1 week. So I asked him for 1 week's time. Now I have only 1 week time. Otherwise, he will be renting it out to someone else. He will be renting it out. So now I had only 1 week time, right? And then, luckily, during the same time, this Vignan Engineering College, this director, Lau Rattaya, his daughter's marriage was happening the next day. It was his daughter's marriage. Then I saw that in the newspaper ad. Okay? Then I thought that definitely on that day, most of the senior faculty won't be in the college, as well as the principal won't be in the college, and main people won't be in the college, right? So it will really be funny. So I went inside the college, and then some junior faculty were taking the classes in the class. Then I went inside and I called him out and I told him that, see, Lau Rattaya had sent me in to give a seminar to the students. Yeah, then that faculty tried calling up some HOD or the senior members. And I knew that they won't be able to pick up the calls because they are not important. So he tried reaching Rao Rataya sir and they were not able to reach him, and so he allowed me to take the seminar. Right? And then I went inside the class and I had a chance to talk to the students for exactly, I think, 40 minutes. So in these 40 minutes, I had to motivate them and I had to teach them something which they don't know in an easy way so that they will get convinced to join my coaching classes. Right? 40 minutes was that I had with that class. And I finished the seminar in 40 minutes. And then I came out and I then took that faculty, and with that faculty I went to the next classroom. And I asked that faculty to tell the other faculty that Rataya had sent me. And see, yeah, if you talk about the morality issues here, it is not something which is ethical to do. But then see, at that time I was like that. Okay, now I have changed, okay. So I went to the other class and again I gave the seminar there. Like that, in one day, from morning to evening, I have covered, I think, 8 classrooms and without taking lunch during the break. Because if I lose that day, I'm not going to get that chance again. So from morning to evening, CS, IT and whatever classes I get, I was just going and then doing this, right? And I told everyone to come to that place, which I have already taken for 1 week, right? And literally, trust me, almost all the people came to that classes, which means I was able to move hundreds of people from Vignan College to my institute by evening. Okay. And then again, one more problem was, there was no place to sit. We were not having chairs or board or anything because I didn't have time to arrange all that. And even the institute was not even painted. It was simply, it was just in the initial phases, which means there was no paint, no lights, nothing. And I had to finish it by 6 o'clock because it will be dark otherwise. Then what I did was, fortunately, one of my friends from my school time, he was running this marriage event, something like that, event management or something like that, and they are having the chairs to, lease. So I talked to him and he has given me chairs for 2 hours. So that is how I arranged the chairs, and then all these 100 people came and I have explained them clearly. I think I started with some TOC, I think, theory of competition. And I explained them the simple concepts like, DFA, NFA, what is the difference, and then, in 1 hour I had explained them that, and most of them got convinced. And I told them that the fees will be 10,000 rupees, and the initial installment you are supposed to pay is 3,000 rupees if you are supposed to join. And I told them that if you don't pay within 1 week, I'm not going to take you. Are you getting this? Okay. As if I had that option. Okay. And then the next day, I went to RVR college. And this guy is Santosh, was from that batch, RVR college. Okay. So I went to RVR and then there was this HOD. See, and one, I don't know how it happened. Most of the people don't know about IASC, especially faculty. Really. Even HODs sometimes they don't know about IASC, and I don't know how these colleges are running. Yeah. And then, luckily I had that student card, that what do you say that? I-card, yeah, student I-card of IASC. And I didn't finish my master's set. I didn't get that degree. I was about to complete in probably 2 months, so I didn't have that. So I had shown that ID card to HOD, and I told him that, see, IASC has sent me to educate students about IASC. To tell the students about IASC, and fortunately that HOD's name was also Ravi, and he got convinced somehow. And then he let me enter the classroom, but only he gave me 2 classes. One is his classroom, Santosh classroom, and the other one was the other classroom. And even I did the same thing. I took the seminar and then I moved the entire crowd to back to this my institute. And like that, in 1 week, around 100 to 150 students, I guess, they paid 3,000 rupees fee, and I was able to make roughly 3 lakhs to 4 lakh rupees. And I was able to pay that advance of 1.5 lakh rupees to the owner, and the remaining roughly 2 lakhs or something I gave to my dad. And finally my dad was somehow convinced that he's doing something. Right? Otherwise it was very difficult for me to wake up every day and see his face. Because every day when I wake up and go out, he will be reading the newspaper, and even when I try to wish him, he will not respond to me. He will just act very seriously, and because he didn't want me to do that, right? So that is how I started my institute. And one incident I still remember was Santosh was the first student who paid the fee. Okay. See, and at that time we were not having the lights in the institute, so I had to take these people to the terrace. On the terrace, Santosh asked me one question. He asked me that, sir, I believe you, I'll follow you. See, my father is a lorry driver and I don't have that much money to pay your fees, but still I'll arrange to pay the fee, but will you promise me that I will be able to get into IISc? That was his question. Then I promised him that, yes, I will be able to get you into IISc, and then he did his masters from IISc. And now he's working for Oracle here. So I just, and actually even though we both are in the same city, we are not able to meet very frequently. So I thought, why don't you come here? So while on the way I thought, just come here, let's have some fun. That's what I told him, and he's here. So that is how my journey began, right? So I followed my passion. They were